Virgo. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to do a tarot reading for Virgo, Consciousness of Virgo for the month of May 2025. And I had been using some questions for each of the other signs, but I have the feeling, I just feel as though what you need to know will come through the readings without a question, without a question necessary. So whether it be health, um, structure, relationships, whatever it is that you need. I just feel as though my gut telling me that it will come up in the reading, what you need to know. All right. I hope you're all doing well. Please do me a favor and like the video and subscribe if you enjoy watching them. I will be doing them every month. And when I have time, I will be doing other topics. I did an Edgar Casey talk last month that I think that I didn't record it because it was turned out to be very good, and it would have been something interesting, I think, for all of you. But yeah, so like and share, and if you know, and subscribe, and if you know of anybody who'd be interested in these videos, just send them my way. Here we go. The first card. These are oracle cards. I'm using the Lakshmi Oracle. And we have Durga Devi, Devi, goddess Virgo. You have goddess of the universe. That I'd say that's a pretty important goddess, huh? Goddess of the universe. All right, let's see what does this mean? What does it all mean? Let's see. Let's see. Durga comes to Earth to destroy the evil forces of the universe when they become too strong. Please join us, Durga. Okay, channeled from Durga Devi. I wish to tell you there is never any reason to fear me if you have a pure heart. A person with a pure heart has good intentions towards most other people and takes good actions in life. For evil people who harm others, we simply let their own demons destroy them later. But for pure hearts, we can help them to destroy their demons and dark thoughts if they ask us to. So if you have any dark thoughts or difficulties, demons offering you some difficulties, ask Durga Devi to come and help you to clear those demons, the darkness, the difficulties, the obstructions from your life. And now I'm going to pull a card from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha Oracle. Here we go. The weather has been crazy. It's been, close to 80 degrees, 75 degrees, 70 degrees. And now today I think right now it's close to 60 degrees. So it's been a little crazy this spring. I don't think it's gonna get cold again very much longer because it is May. Okay. Whispers does Lord Ganesha have for you, Virgo? What does he want you to know? Have courage. Wow. These cards are really just so beautiful and warm. There's like a warmth that comes from them. Have courage. I'm going to look this up. I'll look this one up, number 50. The warmth of your open heart can give comfort to all who cross your path. I find that with Virgo to be true. Courage comes from the heart. It is an inner strength guided by love, which seeks truth and justice. When you have the courage to be true to yourself, you start to feel empowered to act and live in ways true to your own soul without any illusion. Ganesha is urging you to let down your guard and stop wearing a mask. Begin to have more respect for yourself as well as for others. Beware of making harsh judgments about yourself and others. When you come from the heart, you will find that you relate better to others. Your innate gifts will be able to shine through. You are capable of leadership, achievement, and inspiring others to succeed through your own success. When you draw this card, it is a sign that your ability to cooperate and thrive in peer ventures with like-minded individuals is heightened. Be willing to do what is needed for things to run smoothly for you. Ganesha promises great success if you are willing to let down your walls. He is pictured here on the powerful lion. That is a powerful lion. On the powerful lion. Where is he? Inherited from his mother Parvati. The lion represents the fierce nature of Ganesha. He calls on you now to trust the fearless part of your being, your own inner lion, and invites you to work with him to learn how to be valiant and harness your heart's great courage. Yes, indeed. You know, the Virgos that I have known throughout my life can muster up a good bit of courage when they have to. You know, I don't know that they're not courageous otherwise, but I have seen these women that I know muster up some really fierce courage. So that is for you this month, Virgo. Be courageous because courageous forces are acting on your behalf. The goddess of the universe and Lord Ganesha. Okay. This final card is from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. This is Kuan Yin when she was a young person, and it takes place in Tibet. These picture, you know, the story is, I believe, takes place in Tibet, and her guides are the cattle that she is sort of the rancher, the shepherd of. So these are beautiful cards. What does Virgo need to know? Wild Kuan Yin. What does Virgo need to know? Okay. Sister of Shambhala shows the way. So you'll see there are sheep here. She's with sheep and there's a hawk. I'm gonna hold this up. Hopefully my camera will zoom in on it better. And while Kuan Yin is flying through the air, why isn't it? I'm not sure why it's not getting a better. Anyway, she's flying through the air. She's very comfortable. She's holding something like a stick to guide the sheep in that. Um, some of the sheep are also flying. So it says Sister of Shambhala shows the way. It's card number 43. Okay. Actually, that stick is her staff. It's her staff. 43. You have many brothers and sisters who are guiding you now. They understand where you are at on your divine path and the way to successfully navigate all matters of concern so that you can cross the threshold from the old world to the golden temple. Your prayers for your purpose to be revealed and to manifest have been heard, as have your prayers for help in all matters. And you shall be shown the way through I'm sorry. And you shall be shown the way through, supported every step of the way. This is about divine purpose. Hmm. So, really, this is about, you know, we all have our own divine purpose, and in fulfilling that purpose, there are different things that we need to discover about ourselves, lessons to learn that are involved in that one major purpose in our lives. They're pointing out to Kuan Yin points out, you know, I'm going to say compare and despair. So there's no need to compare your life to anybody else's because we all have our own life path, our own divine purpose. So the goddess of the universe says, do not fear. We will take care of any darkness or obstructions or demons or anything that's causing, pulling you in the wrong direction. Light worker, if it's not the path of the light worker, then it's not the path for you, and she will help you with that. You're being asked to um, gather your courage, and Lord Ganesha will help you with that too. And then Sister of Shambhala shows the way. Kuan Yin says, this is about your divine purpose. There may be lessons revealed here that you need to know to fulfill that. Okay, so here we go with the tarot. Mhm. Okay, your situation, you have been quite productive, huh? Yeah, very accomplished. This person has, so imagine the cups behind him are trophies or diplomas. He is very accomplished. He's really proud of himself. Some readers call this the wish card. I say it is the card of great accomplishment. But note that the accomplishments are behind you. They have already occurred. So there's another accomplishment here in front of you, I believe. But you have a lot of experience in accomplishing much. So that is your situation right now, Virgo. Oh, what crosses it is the tower. The tower doesn't really scare me so much because, typically we know what is coming, what is happening when the tower shows up. We know that something is not right in some area of our life. We know it. We maybe have not, it's been maybe beyond our control, but usually when you have the tower, it's something within your control. You need to make a move. You need to take action. That is what the tower comes when we don't take necessary action. All right, so that's crossing your accomplishment. So I'm going to say the tower is regarding your future accomplishments. Oh, here we go, the Queen of Wands. This is the Leo Queen, for Queen of the Fire Signs. Wow, this is the reason the reading is taking place right now. So what I want to say, Virgo, is that you yourself are very mysterious. You have psychic gifts. You are outgoing. And I think that this energy is here also to help you with your future accomplishments. She is really an amazing guide. Her energy is amazing. She's generous. She's gregarious. She lights up the room. She will be your good friend. She will never steer you wrong. And she's very confident. She's a very confident individual. And I think she's showing up here to guide you because of this tower. She's not afraid of that tower. She's not afraid of that. She says that's life, we can get through this. Oh, interesting. The King of Swords. King of Swords follows right after. And this is in the position of the recent past. Laying down a burden. 10 of Wands. You're laying down a burden. This is at the top of the reading, top of the cross in the Celtic cross. This points to the outcome of the reading. So you are putting down a burden of some sort. And then, standing your ground. I don't, isn't it too bad when we have to stand our ground? So it's boundary setting, it's boundary setting. Coming to this point means we haven't set our boundaries. Um, we haven't asked the right people to help us. We haven't been willing to when we do ask people to help us, to let them help us in the way that they can help us best, you know? Um, it's like I'm not going to give somebody a task, say, would you take out the garbage for me, and not micromanage them as they do that, this person would micromanage them. That's why they're doing it all by themselves. So you're laying down this burden and you are standing your ground because, and I'm not saying that because you have this burden card that you're laying down that you need to beat yourself up. This is hopefully a lesson learned. I don't ever want to do this to myself again, you know. I want to let people help me so that they can also feel the fulfillment of being helpful because that's why I'm doing it. Let's say it's that kind of a situation. I'd love to have other people help me and let them do it in their own way. And now you're standing your ground. I'm not sure why you need to stand your ground, but it's necessary. Uh, you are right to stand your ground. These people are all misinformed, let's say. They have their own ideas about what's going on, and you're just like, you know what I'm doing is none of your business, so back off. All right, let's see. I'm not really sure what this is all about yet. Let's see. Okay. Um, so the cross part of the Celtic cross is telling us the background, what the circumstances, um, the situation for what we're going to go through now in the column on the right. So, we have accomplishment, great accomplishment crossed by the tower. Maybe you're going to be stopped in your tracks for some reason. But you have the Queen of Wands here. I feel as though the Queen of Wands is a sign of one of your guides. I feel as though she's saying, I am here, just like all of these guides are saying, I am here for you. I'm always here for you. Could be a spirit guide, could be a guardian angel. But one that knows is very wise and really knows a lot. That's in the position of why is this reading taking place? The reading is taking place. I think your guides are telling you it's taking place because now is your time to fulfill another aspect of your divine purpose, and I am here to help you. And in the recent past, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords can really be a taskmaster, you know. Uh, People would leave him like this if they could, because he's often not a nice guy. I mean, he is the king, and the king is the highest level of the suit, and so he should be a transformed person, right? That's kind of how I usually see the kings, as if they're the highest example of their suit, then he should be an individual or an energy that has become transformed. It has brought the head and the heart together to have great wisdom, to have great intelligence, and deep compassion. He doesn't look like that in this card, in the Rider-Waite. He looks a little, I'm not sure why my camera's not focusing better, but he doesn't look real happy. And I feel as though um, he may be one of those devils that have brought you to this. You know what I mean? Not an energy that has been acting in your best interest. It's just as though how I know guides put thoughts in. I know they nudge me with thoughts. They give me ideas. You know, other entities can be giving me ideas too. And if they're dark and lead me to this, then maybe I'm listening to the wrong voices. All right, standing your ground was the card in the near future. Now, so this is what's happening in the background. This is what sets us up for what's happening today. We have the card give and take, the Six of Pentacles, the card of knowing that I am blessed to have everything that I have. And I'm going to tithe and I'm going to help people who don't have what I have, because one day the stock market could crash and I could be in their position. So I want to you know for money to flow, it has to move. You have to give it away. You have to give it away to get it. There, I know, I've heard that you have to give it away to get it, and that's what this is about. This is your energy. This is your energy. And Virgo, I know that you are a very giving and a very helpful person, so you know that you have to give away to get it. Give it away to get it. In doing so, maybe it's been giving you nightmares. well, this is the energy around you. So I'm not sure what the nightmares are about, what the anxiousness is about. You're standing your ground here. I don't believe that Virgo really likes a confrontation. I'm pretty sure not. There's this energy of anxiety around. Hmm. Well, with that tower covering your past accomplishments, I mean, that's the only other negative card I see here. I mean, really negative, other than the Nine of Swords. And the hopes and dreams position, we have, oh, all right, we have the Ace of Wands. So aces are as powerful as trump cards, and they're all gifts. They're all just gifts from God. Here's his hand coming out of nowhere. And what are you being given? You are being given divine passion and energy, divine passion and energy to complete this part of your purpose, because you're having a hard time here. You're having a hard time here, you know, and so you need that energy. And, this is, even though you're having a hard time, you don't forget your community. And, that's a great thing about Virgo, is that Virgo does not forget the community. Even with all that may be going on with you, you remember, your day in and day out responsibilities. And this is sort of not just a responsibility to the community, but it's a responsibility for you to yourself. You're doing your part, so doing this lets you know, I am doing my part. But you're having some difficulty here. And so this Ace of Wands has come to renew your passion and your energy, and give you a sense of zest for life again. Because it looks like here you're a little worn out and anxious. All right, let's see. Oh, the last card is the Hope card. It's the Star card of Aquarius. It's the outcome. So when we can lay down our burdens, that means that, you know what, I am not going to do this anymore. And by not doing this, I have a lot of hope to relieve myself of all of the energy of this burden, and turn to hope, to hope rather than no hope. This is doing this all by myself means that I have no faith, I have no trust, I have no hope. I'm carrying that all on my own. And that's not your job. Um, you are a very helpful soul, but I think what this reading is saying is that you need to help yourself first, um, because you have something here that you need to learn. You have this to learn, and because you have a divine purpose lesson coming. Now, these two cards. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like I'm missing something here. I wonder if this is an illusion, if this is a fear. I wonder if you fear that even with all that you have accomplished in life, that you still fear that, like, the shoe is going to drop or something. I kind of get that feeling that you can't trust. I feel as though you have somehow got this belief that you can't trust. And so it makes you unsettled, and it makes you not able to let other people help you, because that whatever job it is that needs to get done, it's got to get done a certain way. That's how you think. You think it needs to get done a certain way. It just needs to get done. So I think that uh, the point here is that knowing that there's more than one way to skin a cat, and that you don't have to be the one to skin the cat. It doesn't have to be you, because you have things to accomplish that are really valuable to the community. Once they're accomplished, you give back to the community always. You won't have to be fighting and struggling. You won't have to fight and struggle and have these like generals living in your head. You don't have to have nightmares or worries. You don't have to have any of that. You can be this happy guy knowing that you are guided and protected and loved and supported, just as you support everyone around you. And God hasn't forgotten you, because here you go. Here's a big, big gift that will really give you a lot of help. And there's your hope. You don't come to this card of hope, of feeling okay, whole. This is a card of wholeness. I feel whole. And that's why I am not afraid to be naked, because I feel whole and I feel good. I feel clear through and through. So that is your reading, Virgo. And that's part of this lesson. Part of this lesson is to know these things, that you are, 100% an, an amazing human being, but things don't have to be done a specific way, unless, you know, you're building something where a certain nut is not done properly and specifically in a certain way, something's going to blow up. I don't know that your life that needs to be that specific, but it feels like you're being really hard on yourself, and not letting people in. That kind of keeps people out when you demand that they do things a certain way. Um, that's your reading. You have a lot of support. Virgo, I wish you the best in the month of May. Okay. Good luck to you. Bye-bye.